For the vast majority of the world, travel is a process of logistics, schedules, and inevitable waiting.
But for those possessing a net worth exceeding $500 million, travel is an entirely different element of existence.
Where the primary currency is not money, but time and privacy.
To understand the $500 million lifestyle is to understand that the journey is no longer a transition between 2 points, but a seamless extension of home and office, completely insulated from the friction of the public sphere. It begins not at a crowded commercial terminal, but at a private fixed-base operator where the passenger drives directly to the tarmac. There are no security lines and no boarding passes, only the waiting steps of a long-range private jet. A Gulfstream G650ER or a Bombardier Global 7500, machines capable of flying non-stop from New York to Hong Kong at near supersonic speeds. Ownership of such an aircraft, often costing upwards of $70 million, is merely the entry fee,
as the true cost lies in the operational ecosystem that surrounds it.
Inside these flying apartments, the cabin pressure is set to a lower altitude to eliminate jet lag, and the air is replenished every 2 minutes. The interior is bespoke, often featuring master bedrooms with full showers and conference rooms that rival those in Manhattan skyscraper. But the billionaire rarely travels alone. They move with a human corporation, personal assistants, tutors for the children, and medical staff. This ensures that life continues without interruption, turning the aircraft into a flying classroom or a mobile boardroom. Yet, for the ultra-rich, the private jet is simply the shuttle to the main event, which frequently takes place on the water. Superyacht remains the ultimate, undisputed apex of billionaire travel, a floating sovereign territory that offers total seclusion. We're not speaking of mere luxury boats, but of vessels exceeding 300 feet in length, functioning as self-contained cities. These vessels are engineered by shipyards like Lursen or Feedship and can cost hundreds of millions of dollars to build. Yet the purchase price is only a fraction of the story, as the industry rule of thumb dictates that annual operations cost roughly 10% of the vessel's value. Aboard, the ratio of crew to guests is the defining metric of luxury, often averaging 4 staff members for every single guest, ensuring that a favorite drink appears before it is ordered and that jet skis are in the water before the guest has finished breakfast. These yachts are equipped with amenities that defy comprehension, including helipads for quick arrivals and submarine bays. In recent years, the trend has shifted toward the use of shadow vessels, entirely separate support ships that trail the main yacht. They carry the toys, the helicopter fuel, and the extra staff, ensuring the main deck remains pristine and silent. Movement of these vessels follows a strict social calendar: St. Barth's for New Year's, Monaco for the Grand Prix, and the Mediterranean for August. Not at sea, the ultra-rich frequent private islands, often renting entire resorts for weeks to guarantee absolute isolation. Privacy is not just a preference, it is a security requirement. Kidnap and ransom insurance policies dictate their movements. Ground transport is strictly armored convoys, planned to the second to avoid static traffic where threats are highest. Digital privacy is equally critical. Burner phones are used, and locations are scrubbed from flight tracking data in real time. Advance teams are sent days ahead to sweep hotel suites for listening devices and secure perimeter exits. Wealth also buys the impossible: access. It is the ability to walk through the Vatican alone at midnight, in order to have a private dinner at the feet of the Sphinx long after the public gates have closed. The frontier has shifted to experiential luxury. Billionaires fund bespoke expeditions to Antarctica or the Amazon. They are accompanied not just by guides, but by world-renowned naturalists and scientists hired exclusively for the trip. Health is never left to chance. A private doctor often travels with the party, carrying blood matching the principal's type. And cuisine knows no borders. Ingredients are flown in daily: white truffles from Alba, sushi-grade fish from Tokyo. Logistics of these complex movements are orchestrated by the family office, operating with military precision. Their job is to absorb all friction, ensuring that a mechanical failure or a weather delay never reaches the principal's awareness. Often, travel is simply moving between owned properties. The average billionaire owns 4 to 5 homes globally. These homes are staffed year-round, fully stocked with fresh flowers and food, ready for an arrival that may only happen once a year. A new trend is emerging: eco-consciousness. Hydrogen-powered yachts and carbon offset programs are becoming the new status symbol. It is about legacy, showing the next generation the world not through a screen, but through direct, unfiltered experience. Critics call it isolation, a bubble disconnected from reality, but to the ultra-rich, it is protection, a way to control the variables of life in a chaotic world. Ultimately, the way the ultra-rich travel is a testament to the power of absolute control, creating a frictionless reality where the environment adapts to the individual rather than the other way around. It is a lifestyle where the horizon is never a limit, but simply a destination. View from the window of a master suite, moving silently and effortlessly across the globe.